and their colleague David Levy had discovered an odd-looking streak of light that turned out to be a fractured comet. 21 large chunks of icy rock and cosmic dust heading toward Jupiter.
We knew we had something very unusual. It was so unusual we were a little unsure just what we were dealing with.
NASA asked Paul Chodas and his team to calculate the orbit and predict whether this new comet would actually hit Jupiter.
And it started off at some 60%, and before long it was 90%, and this was a year before impacts. As the impacts approached, we continued to predict not just the impact probability, which went very high, but where and when the comet fragments would hit the planet. And it was a prediction months in advance, and as we got closer and closer to the impacts, I kept wondering, well, is the math right? Will this actually happen the way it was predicted?
A giant comet is on a collision course with Jupiter.
Everybody on Earth who was paying any attention wanted to see if the comet would actually hit Jupiter.
We have liftoff of the Space Shuttle Endeavour on an ambitious mission to surface the Hubble Space Telescope.
Well, there was a major problem. The Hubble Space Telescope, 10 times more powerful than any Earth-based telescope, had a flaw in its main mirror.
Okay, I'm going to slip over. You got another foot to keep coming up.
Fortunately, just a few months before the impact, a new set of corrective lenses was installed, and the pictures of what happened next were truly stunning.
Right there! Get it!
And then the impacts occurred. We were within minutes of getting the right answer on the time of impact, and the location of impact turned out to be just right.
Over the next week, 20 more fragments of the comet crashed into Jupiter. Some leaving scars as large as the Earth.
It demonstrates the power of the mathematics and the fact that we had been modeling all of these motions correctly. It was a feeling of euphoria, just that we had, in fact, been able to predict this event. Our mathematics were mastering the motion in the solar system. It was just a great feeling.
Bang on its cosmic schedule, the comet's first impact was recorded by NASA within the last hour.
It is the greatest show off Earth. The biggest chunk of comets so far has left a huge impression on the planet Jupiter.
When fragment G slammed into Jupiter, releasing an amount of energy equivalent to about 6 million megatons of TNT.